So moving on, 38. Wolf characterizes the questions in lines 53 to 57 as both. Okay, so again, this is paired. I'm going to try and do them independently. That's often easier on the historical ones if I have an answer to the first. A, controversial and threatening. The questions here are not really threatening, right? She's saying we have to ask these questions. They're essential. B, weighty and unanswerable. No, she's saying we have to answer them. C, momentous and pressing. Maybe, right? Momentous is important. Pressing is urgent. D, provocative and mysterious. There's not really a mystery around the questions. We just have to deal with them, right? So not D. So I would choose C, momentous and pressing, and then I want to find evidence for that. And so I imagine it would be somewhere from about 46 that she first introduces the ideas of the questions and her relationship to the questions. So I'm going to check A first, 46 to 47. We are here on the bridge to ask ourselves certain questions, okay? So this introduces the questions, but it doesn't actually describe what they're like. So I'm going to eliminate that. 48 to 49. And they are very important questions, and we have very little time in which to answer them. That exactly means that they are momentous, they're very important, and they're pressing. We have very little time. Okay, I can glance at the other ones to eliminate them. 57, the moment is short. That doesn't say anything about the questions. Line 62, that excuse shall not serve you, madame. This is part of the counter argument. It also does not talk about the questions directly. So I will choose C for 38 with evidence from B for 39. 40, which choice most closely captures the meaning of the figurative sixpence referred to in lines 70 and 71? So I'm going to go there, and it's kind of like a vocab question. I'm going to figure it out for myself before I look at the answers. You can see the answers are just one word, so I want to figure out a word for myself. So 70 to 71, it was thus that they won us the right to our brand new sixpence. It falls to us now to go on thinking, how are we supposed to spend that sixpence? I don't know what she's talking about exactly. And so I can do one of two things. I can read around it, or I can just be like, how is this applied to her argument, right? So if her main point is all about, like, should women join the procession? The brand new sixpence would be this opportunity to join the procession. So I'm going to say opportunity for myself, see if that will match one of my options. Indeed, I see that it's C. It matches perfectly, and I'm going to choose C, and then I can be done. That's why choosing your own answer first is often very helpful. 41, the range of places and occasions listed in line 72 to 76 mainly serves to emphasize how. Okay, so let's go back and look. 72 to 76. This is how we must think everywhere, right? So, super important, we have to do it. A, novel, the challenge faced by women is? No, it's not novel or new. B, pervasive, the need for critical reflection is? That seems like it would fit perfectly. I'm going to quickly eliminate C and D. C, complex, the political and social issues of the day are. This one is too broad, right? It's not all these issues. It's just this one question. D, enjoyable, the career possibilities for women are. No, she's saying maybe we want to question that. They might not be as great as we thought. So I'm going to choose B, pervasive, the need for critical reflection is. Okay, so that means I have finished this passage, the historical passage for the first official SAT practice test. Make sure you take the time to look at it again, look through the things that you answered and what you got wrong, to try and understand those mistakes and be able to avoid them in the future. The historical passage is the hardest passage, so the more you can learn strategies to deal with it, the better you will do on the actual SAT.